Guys, how you doing? Sorry about that. Something popped up on the screen there at the beginning of the live stream, but hey, welcome to Raw Material. Andy, give me a minute, man. I'm gonna take a sip of little monster here, not being sponsored, and then we are gonna get into this thing because this might be a little bit of a lengthy one. So, guys, thank you for being here. Mm. Man, it's been a heck of a weekend already, guys. I didn't get any recording out too much because I've been working on some stuff, been thinking about how we are going to approach this here season 5 of WWE 2K25. Guys, we're going to cover a couple things in this video. Actually, yes, you saw. What's going to be for the future? Are we going to be playing any WWE 2K26, or are we going to be continuing Raw Material Andy into 2K26? We're going to discuss that. We're also going to discuss, just maybe a couple other random things, about how maybe I felt about 2K25, because I mean, we're coming up on this last season here. That's going to be season 5. We're going to lay it down. What's going to happen in this season. We're going to try to discuss maybe what's going to be for the future. So, guys, that's pretty much what it's going to be. So, hey, guys, leave some likes in there. Subscribe if you want to. This is the playlist, Raw Material Andy Wrestling. Yes, guys, I changed my thumbnail up a little bit. I've been working with some thumbnail stuff, guys. I'm going to be real. I am not a master YouTuber, okay? I've been doing this for 3 years almost, and I'm going to be honest with you. Not top-notch professional over here, but hey, we do our best over here. What can I say about Raw Material Andy Wrestling, guys, other than it's something that I created for the channel, specifically for us? Something that could be different, something that when you come to Raw Material Andy, you could look forward to. Now, does it get a lot of views? Do a lot of people really check it out? Not really. So, hey, that's where I'm going to need your guys' help from now on, man. Hey, share this video, or, man, hell, even let people know, hey, man, there's this crazy fucking dude with this character that he has over here named Voice, and they call these matches and they talk about current wrestling, and it's great. Now, look, I understand it's a gimmick that may be already done, but it's one that I like to do, one of my favorite gimmicks here. So let's explain to those of you that are new to this concept of Raw Material Andy, or those of you that are returning. Hey, you guys already know what we do here at Raw Material Andy. I try to keep everybody informed. You want to let everybody know what's going on and everything else. So here's what we're going to do. Guys, this is going to be season 5 of 2K. WWE 2K, we'll just call it that, WWE 2K, because I would like to continue this thing, but 2K25, guys, has only been 2 seasons. Now, we started 2K24, guys, I'm going to be real, the only reason that one was 3 seasons is because I was not going to get 2K25. I just was not going to get it. When I played the game, I enjoyed it for the most part, guys, but I'm going to be real, I really miss the fast-paced action of the older wrestling games like SmackDown era, if any of you know. Hey, Jay Money, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Hopefully you are a wrestling fan, man, and would love to describe, because I'm going to be honest with you guys. SmackDown was the area of wrestling games that I loved. I'm sure a lot of you out there would agree, man, especially when the creation mode really got good. You know what I mean? Well, maybe good, but I mean, it was fucking compared to nowadays, it was mediocre, but I still enjoyed it enough to be able to create characters, to be able to go in there and do storylines that were, I mean, just fucking hilarious. Some of them were just piss poor bad, and some of them were pretty good, but they're still, nonetheless, the wrestling actual in the matches seem fast paced. Nowadays, I feel like the mechanics, because of how much realistic they want it to be and stuff, has kind of slowed down the pace of the matches, and also has kind of given it a little bit of a lag. Like, I feel like for example, when you go to pick somebody up off the ground, you have to go up there, you have to boom, pick them up, then pick them up again, then grapple them, then do it again, and then boom. Back in the day, it was boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? SmackDown 4 was fucking epic, okay? And 5 is probably one of my favorite, wrestling games of all time. Okay, we're talking PlayStation era, because let's be real, we can go back to, fucking, Nintendo eras and talk about, WCW Nitro, or, what was that, No Mercy, or WrestleMania, or all those good games, which I would love to break out on the channel. I've been really thinking about pulling out some more retro wrestling games out here on the channel to maybe get away from a little bit more of the traditional modern shit that we've been seeing. I mean, Cody Rhodes and all them are great, but hey, I miss my goddamn Stone Cold. I miss my fucking Mankind. I miss my my old school Attitude Era wrestlers. I hate to break it to you, dude. But all right, guys. So season 5, what's up, man? Hey, what? Oh man, no, nothing like that. Actually, yeah, I see that there. I get a lot of those comments about meth and stuff like that, guys. I assure you, no drugs here at Raw Material, Andy. Well, I mean, other than weed, if you count that as whatever. And I know that's not something to announce. If you're not cool with that, cool. But other than that, no, we keep it very clean over here. We don't judge, though. People have their reasons for that. But no, still, anyway, welcome. Anyway, regardless of what you comment, regardless of how you feel about me, this is Raw Material Andy. Give it a chance, have an open mind because we love to have some comedy over here. That's one thing. I love to laugh. Hopefully, you guys too. Um, so season 5 is going to be very interesting, guys. It's going to be created characters only. Yes, we're I don't know if I've ever recall ever actually introducing you guys to my created characters and actually telling you the background story behind some of these characters because the reality is some of these names that you are going to see in this video, some of the created characters, are names that have carried on with me through almost any wrestling game where you could create someone. 4 names have been very relevant. Xavier, Loki, Lucy, and Erica. Okay, those are the first 4 male and female created characters that I created on these games with those names. And those names have carried on, guys. I can guarantee you from at least SmackDown 2 all the way on since I created characters. That's a way of like having a weird continuation of seeing the characters I created evolve through all the games. You know, seeing how like Andy, my main character, used to be this goth freaking long haired guy to now being in a suit and tie and it's cool to see the evolution of your creations throughout all of these wrestling games as well. Something I very much enjoy about wrestling games is a creation mode. So this season, creation mode only. Now look, hey there, Gloria. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Like and subscribe if you want, man. I would love to have you here. But guys, it's creation only. Now, my creation over here, Voice. Voice, say hi, guys. Look. This character is someone who's been on Raw Material Andy since almost the beginning. He is the creation and the reason why you get any good content. My mug is great and all. Okay, I'm good at this stuff, but as far as creating the videos and as far as what content you get here, it's the Voice. Yeah, Andy, I'm glad you gave me some fucking credit on that because let's be real, dude. You are an amateur at best. Bro, can you ever just say hi to them and not give me grief here? Andy, it's bad enough I gotta look at your fuck up mug every day, but you're right. Hey, Raw Material Andy, I am Voice and do not be alarmed here. I am the best part of the show. Yeah, guys, honestly, he is. So, guys, okay, the gimmick is simple. Me, another voice, we do it. Yeah, guys, it's I know, but it definitely works for what we do here in this thing. Ray there, how you doing? Welcome. Thank you. Hi, how you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you guys are here live or later, by the way, because there's 8 billion people in the world and taking out your own time. Awesome. So let's talk about season 5. Created only. That character that you just heard talk there, Voice, he created everything you see here, the titles, the matches, the characters, everything has been him. You know, from the beginning we decided we were going to do lives, but we went to a video concept, which I really like. It's very easy to do a video just in case you have something to do or an emergency happens to be able to stop at that point and pick up later if you have to, instead of being in the middle of a live and having trouble, you know, or having technical difficulty. At least you can work through that if it happens in the video, like if you have a mic cut or something. So yes, there'll still be video formats. But yeah, guys, this season's going to be created people only that the Voice over here created. Voice, what can we expect? Andy, we got some parody characters in here, some parody characters. So I'm guessing there's gonna be some characters making fun of probably me, most likely, and all that. So guys, yeah, there's gonna be some creative characters in here. What is special about this, guys, too, is that I create a lot of my family members. I just need oh, what's up there, D? You know, buddy, I don't think that was a good idea. But hey, man, let me know how that works out. Hopefully, you know, there is a poison control number on that thing. So inhaled an entire can of Febreze. Like, I would hope not. That's almost equivalent to like when kids were eating Tide Pods, man. Like, I don't want to believe that, you know? Sorry, guys. Like, people say random stuff in the comments. And then, of course, you know, as I'm sure as some of you know, we have some mental illnesses that just go to it and can't help but just like, bleh, you know? Hey, man, good, man. You trip, man. If you're here on Raw Material, Andy, I'm happy as long as you're staying healthy and good. But, guys, yeah, this is going to be fun. So how are we going to do this? How are we going to do it? So you guys saw that I said something about a random draw. I don't know if I put that in the title, but we're going to random draw names here because here's the deal, guys. I don't want to book these matches straight up. Like, I want to put some surprise to this. So this is going to be kind of a longer episode. We're going to get into what we're going to do with this thing here because I want to introduce these characters first because that's one thing I don't think I did on these videos before, guys. Like I said, gave you a backstory and tried to introduce you to who they are, what their importance is, and yeah, sometimes they actually represent people in my real life, actual family members. You know, I got a guy in here for my brother, sister, and my nephew Luis, and my you know, niece Nyla. Those are 4 specific people I make sure I have in all the wrestling games. It's crazy, but that's kind of the thing I love too, is that you can create characters that represent you, not only you, but your family or your friends or just anything. Maybe you can make the Joker, you can make Jason, you can make whatever you want, as much as it's capable of doing it. Because these games are kind of still limited to creation mode to where you can go, but they have come a lot further than back in the day. Although I do miss layering quite a bit. I think some of you know what I'm talking about. If you know about the SmackDown creation days, layering shit on top of each other, you know what I mean? Being able to like adjust the sleeve lengths and shit. Like, dude, I miss creation mode. But yeah, so voice created all these things, all that stuff. So, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a bunch of random draws to decide who's gonna go in these matches, what you're gonna see in this season. So, season 5, creation only. It's gonna be awesome. Every 2K season we do after, are we gonna do that? So let's talk about 2K26. Let's talk about 2K25. Because guys, I kind of want to elaborate on how I felt about 2K25 in this one, since this is going to be obviously the video for the last season. Of course, we're gonna do a little thank you at the end, but it's not gonna be as extensive as this because I really, just sitting here and announcing these matches. Because guys, Raw Material Andy Wrestling, we go in there, we vacate all the titles, and then throughout the whole series, we pretty much give champions right to those titles, and then at the end we narrow it down to where all the ultimate champions that become Raw Material Andy champions can fight at the end in an episode. But while all that's going on, me and Voice, that character I told you, are announcing the matches, so all the computers are fighting. That's what I love about Raw Material Andy Wrestling, guys, is that we don't know the outcome unless you happen to know the AI and the programming like so good. But I love the uncertainty and the unknowing of letting the computer, letting the AI, an actual good use for AI is letting computers fight and you announcing the match. I found a good use for AI. I can't even believe it because I'm not really all for it. But yeah, guys, that's what we do. We just announce the matches, me and Voice. We talk shit. We have fun. We make jokes. We talk shit about wrestlers. Voice absolutely is not a fan of Seth freaking Rollins. His boy is CM Punk. Just don't say nothing in the comments about CM Punk because then I'm going to have to hear about it forever, okay? Like, I don't think you guys understand. But no, guys, seriously, let's get into this thing. So, how did I feel about 2K25 in general? I'm going to get rid of my jacket here because, yeah, man. Yeah, guys, I go wear a nice little theater shirt here. But, all right, guys, let's get into this. How did I feel about 2K25 from a playing aspect? Guys, like I said, I kind of talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the video there, a little bit there. Like I said, I love the moves. The moves are spectacular. I'm gonna be real, guys. There are moves in these games that just fucking make me want to trip the fuck out sometimes. Like the Spanish fly. Let's think about that. Or like just some type of kick in the face, man. You'll hear it in announcing between me and Voice. We'll fucking lose it when someone gets wrecked, dude. Like something fierce, man. Like there's this one video, just Chelsea Green just murders this poor girl. I mean, murders this poor girl. She doesn't even get one move in, I think, maybe two. But it's just like a 7-minute table match of Chelsea Green just murdering, dude, murdering. That's what I'm saying. But I love Raw Material Andy Wrestling because of the memories in there and some of the matches, But yeah, that's another thing too. Guys, we try to open up the roster. So let's talk about that. I like the roster on 2K25. I thought it was pretty open. I thought there was a lot of cool wrestlers to play with. I really wish they were always locked behind things. I get that. And I wish sometimes you didn't have to spend, almost like $150 to get a whole roster instead of having to play through the game. I get that. Yeah, but so the roster was fine. Having Umaga was great. I was having a good time with that, playing with 3-minute warning as well. Just playing with a lot of cool legends in there, like Sensational Sherry. I know people think it's crazy, or Alondra Blaze. I'm not gonna lie, it was quite a delight for me to be able to put in there because one of my mom's favorite wrestlers as well. So yeah, guys, I really love the aspect of the roster. The roster is never really anything that quite disappoints me. The thing that disappoints me is usually the DLC after. I'm not gonna lie, I loved having Penta, of course, Stephanie Valkyrie, all that. But when I look at the DLC for 2K24 and 2K25, I wasn't very impressed. I'm not gonna be real, especially that Pat McAfee one they had back there. Dude, that one can eat it, dude. That was so stupid. I mean, I'm not trying to diss anything because those dudes are fucking cool. I mean, I'm not saying they're funny or whatever, but like really, dude, wasted, man. You could have put so many much cool people in the DLC. So negative side, I will say DLC, I'm not impressed with. I hope they really freaking step that shit up. And if we have to pay extra for DLC, it better be fucking worth it, dude. We should get everything included, and that's it. I don't know. I don't know. DLC has always been a really touchy subject with me because I feel like it's a cop out of trying to put out a full game. You know what I mean? Like why pay $150 and then later come out with an edition or some type of fucking, DLC that's like $10 more or $20 more. And yeah, it's like, oh, it's only $20, but in this day's economy, 20 bucks is a fucking big ass sometimes for something that's that big and something that's that big on your PlayStation's memory. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that. Mm. Anyway, guys, so you can tell we're opinionated. As far as the graphics, I think the graphics were stepped up not too much. Like, that's another thing I have to say. These 2K games are a little bit rinse and repeat, man. I feel like creation mode and like all that shit just kind of got just like kind of a brush up of the background screen. Some of the things were added from like previous year that was going on. Yeah, okay, the basic shit we get, but as far as like create, I don't know. I get bored with the aspect of playing wrestling games nowadays, and I hate that because I love wrestling games. I love watching other people play wrestling games. That's pretty cool. Like I said, I love sitting here and announcing matches with that character voice and actually watching computers. But as far as playing, guys, I try to play the My Rise. I do try to play the My Rise for the most part. I have a feeling voice is going to really make us play a lot of 2K26 because CM Punk is there. So yes, guys, we are going to try to continue Raw Material Andy wrestling into 2K26 as well. So that pretty much wraps that up. So overall, I want to say, I mean, 2K25 was fine, but it was not impressive. I don't think it was impressive enough for the price range, and two, just for the rinse and repeat of pretty much just the same shit we keep getting over and over again. Yeah, I know they give us some new shit here or there that makes it kind of worth it. I really wish they would make My Faction a separate fucking game off the game. I wish they would do something with that and get rid of it. As far as community creations, I wish they would also do a thing where, okay, this is my biggest pet peeve, okay, about these games because of creation mode. Guys, I love creation mode, and I think some of you too have experienced this in wrestling games that might annoy you too, where you spend maybe hours creating a character. I mean, not just with appearance. I'm talking with like move sets, creating finishers, creating entrances. I mean, people pour hours into creating these characters to give us a game next year and not be able to copy that fucking character, at least from some of its basis, over to that game, even though you're going to copy and paste everything that's on that character already to the game you're about ready to give us. Why is it not possible? Why can I not take all the characters you guys are about to see on this video and pop them over to 2K26? I don't know if that's possible through community creations, but I don't think that is. I think it sticks to the year it comes out. I hate it. I hate it. I need something to where we don't have, because if you think about content creation too, if you're a content creator and you are a person who loves to do a lot of the creation for your content, or do like me, I at least want to do one season of 2K where it's just my creative guys only. And yeah, are they works of art? Fuck no. Fuck no. You're gonna see a lot of probably a lot of dudes in here that like a 2-year-old who doesn't know anything about wrestling can make better dudes than me. I guarantee that. You're gonna probably see better shit on here from like way better people. I guarantee it. But guys, I'm not like an artist on this game. Okay, I just try to make people that represent shit and just go from there. But yeah, guys, creation mode is a big letdown for me through the 2K games and through them all, where you can't just copy and paste your fucking character straight through. It would be nice. It would be really, really nice. I'm not saying give us our stats and shit from overall in season mode, no, but I just want not to sit here and have to waste how much hours creating how many characters, but I could just copy and fucking paste what they already give us into the other game. That's just my opinion. I know that's probably just a little like thing like, oh yeah, that's not a big deal. It's okay if you create them all, especially if you make them look the same. Yeah, but they don't put shit in the same spot all the time either. So guys, yeah, let's get out of that. Let's get into that because we are going to get into the part of the video now where we're going to do something a little different here. I don't know if I ever introduced you guys to the characters actually before, like went in depth of their names and stuff like that, because the first character that's going to pop up on the screen is one that has been around since SmackDown 2 for sure. We'll get into why I do certain things with them. Some stories won't be there, guys. Some of them will just be a quick, hey, I just love that name. It's cool. I love the collar combo. That's what it's been through the years, blah, 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 blah. But all right, guys. So I'm going to try to set this up the best I can because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've been trying to figure out some stuff. So, all right, guys. So that is going to be our first person. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to come over and we are going to do this. And then what we are going to do, guys, is we are going to random draw some names for some tournaments and all that. Guys, sorry, I'm working with a new stand here, and I'm kind of hoping it doesn't give me a lot of grief. It kind of is, though. But hey, that's cool. That's cool. You know what we're going to do? We're going to move this over here. But all right, guys. So yeah, this right here is Erica, man. Yeah, okay, so let's be real. Her name is Erica. They're all 100% and all that, guys. I'm sorry if the coloring is a little off. Yeah, I should have wiped down my table a little bit better, but sorry about that, guys. It is what it is. Sometimes you live stream and things go bad, and then you have to pop in and just do what you can when the technology works with you. But okay, so this is Erica, guys. Her combination has always been green of some sort, usually a black, green, silver, type of deal. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Now her name is spelled Airika. That's how I've always spelled Erica. I love the idea of that. I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, she has been around since SmackDown too. At least her name has, guys. This is Emily. You guys met Emily last season. Or I'm sorry, last game in 2K24. This is Voices creation for sure. Emily is a name that's very important to us for a story that we really kind of can't get into, guys, because it's a very dark and personal one, but we love the name Emily. But here's a known fact with this. The name Emily comes from a band that we love called Leaves Eyes. They have a song called For Emily, and they spell the name Emily just like that. And yeah, we love it, dude. We really do. So guys, yeah, thank you for being here. If you are, I appreciate it. But all right, guys. So Amy here, of course, has been around for a long time too. Any of you who are a fan of Evanescence will probably think of Amy Lee. You know what though? I want to give another shout out to another Amy on here that I think about too. Is Amy from Style Theory, man. Badass. We love that channel, guys. Go like and subscribe to Style Theory. But other than the fact that we just love the name Amy as well. So yes, she's usually black and blue. And stuff like that, guys. You're gonna see a lot of black and blue here. So, all right, guys, here's my dude. Look, guys, you've seen him before. You know who he is. This is pretty much what he always looks like. That's Andy. That's my representation of who I am in life. Okay, so this girl here is Beth. This is our current partner in real life. Yeah, shout out to her. Yeah, we do very much care and love her at the moment. We say at the moment because guys, you never happen in the future. But yeah, this has happened to be our current, girlfriend. She wants to make a character for her. A little bit more provocative than she would have probably have liked. But hey, I mean, look, man, when you're a guy, making a person for, the person you're really digging at the moment, I mean, it happens. But let's talk about Brother Matt, dude. Brother Matt has been a character that now, guys, I never had to create because my real brother and Maddie, I love you to death, man. If you're watching this shit, bro, I hope you watch it in a few later on, buddy, because man, this is your guy. He always looks badass with the red and white because that's your shit. Yeah, guys, I'm proud of this dude right here. This is my brother's guy. I can't say this is exactly what he looks like in real life, guys, but I'll tell you what, my brother has given me some comments about this guy, and he really digs the way he is, the red shorts, the red leather jacket. I mean, this is my guy. This would be my brother, really, in real life, guys. Right here is my brother, Matty. So, guys, give it up to Brother Matty in the comments. Matty, I love you, bro. I miss you, dude. But, guys, let's talk about a badass boy. Butter fucking Stein, dude. Yeah, that's the big, beautiful boy right there, Andy Butterstein. Buddy, you made fucking Butterstein. Andy, I had to make Butterstein. By the way, guys, I'm the voice. Yeah, Andy, I had to make Butterstein, bro. I mean, come on, dude. You're going to really love the next guy. Buddy, okay, so guys, Butterstein is my kitty in real life right now. You guys could probably see him throughout the channel. Guys, the guy that just talked is the voice, by the way. He will be popping in because he's got to explain this next fucking guy to me. Excuse me, guys. But yeah, Butterstein is my cat in real life. So give it up for Butterstein in the comments, dude. But what the hell is this voice? Andy, that right there is CM Punk not, okay? That is you. What? That is you, Andy. Buddy, what do you mean, Andy? Look, you really do not have like any respect or any love for my boy, for the beloved CM Punk, who's going to be on the 2K26 cover there, Andy, and I love it, dude. My boy. Guys, I'm going to be real. CM Punk is my boy, and that is CM Punk, not Andy. That would be you, Andy, if you were CM Punk. This would be CM Punk, guys. If it was through Andy, okay, it would be bad. See, Andy, this is what it is. But Andy, I'm going to be real with you right here, dude. It's CM Punk, not. You can talk shit all you want to, but that's going to be the guy right there that puts you out. I guarantee it. Calling it right now. Buddy, whatever, dude. Let's move on. What about Claudia here? Guys, Claudia is honestly just, I'm going to be real, dude. Claudia is just yellow and black, dude. She's been around a name for a while. She has changed color throughout the years. Now, guys, okay, so RIP to this little dude right here, guys. You're going to see two other cat characters. This cat right here, his name is Dallas, okay? I have a sister, Steph. Love her to death, miss her to death, man. Her kids are Luis and Nyla, dude. They are amazing. They are my niece and nephew. I love them to death. They all three have characters here. But this guy right here is someone special. This is Dallas, guys. This guy here, got hit by a car quite recently, like a while back. It was my sister's cat. We loved him to death. So I decided to make a cat for him, in dedication to him. And I know that was a kind of a heavy thing. Like, dude, you made a fucking. But yeah, guys, yeah, dude, we love him, dude. But what do you think about God? Now, buddy, Goddess has been already introduced. Yeah, Andy. Now, some of these they have already seen if they already watched it. Now, guys, Goddess is just a person we make, usually black and blue. And here is Hemlock, guys. Now, Hemlock Hemlock is always black and yellow. He debuted in SmackDown 4. Guys, I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of these are SmackDown 4 characters. Some of them not the names that you've seen. Other than Claudia up here, she was in SmackDown 4. But so was Hemlock. And of course, guys, yes, we made the Joker. Let's just move on because you already know. I mean, come on, dude. This here is Lilith, guys, just a black cat. You know, everybody has that superstition about black cats being bad luck and all that. Well, here in Raw Material, Andy, we do not believe so. Black cat named Lilith. I mean, Andy. Yeah, the name in the whole. Yeah, but you kind of messed that up, didn't you? But here's Lily, guys, another black and yellow person here. Buddy, dude, how many do we got of black and yellow chicks here, man? That's insane. All right, but Lily here, guys, is pretty cool. We like her. You're going to see her a lot in here. Now, Lily is someone who's quite a new, but Loki. Here we go. Loki, guys, has been from SmackDown 2. That's one of those 4 names that I mentioned at the beginning. Loki here, yeah, this guy's been around. His name has been around forever. I always loved the God of Mischief, Loki or whatever. And black and green just always seemed to be the color. And it's kind of funny that they chose it in the future to be that. But yeah, guys, this is Loki here, man. He's been around since SmackDown 2. Man, here's Lucy, another one here that has been around from SmackDown 2. Freaking awesome. She's usually always black and red, just like Loki, always black and green. Mandy. Okay, guys. So there is a third person here at Raw Material. Andy, she is our stylist. Anytime you like a shirt that we wear, a jacket, a beanie, our glasses, anything like that, hell, even our face, you can thank Mandy for that. And we decided to represent her as a character, man. Yeah, boys, you made her very interesting. But guys, here is Midian. Guys, black and purple. If you know anything about Cradle of Filth, they have a black and purple album named Midian. He also debuted in SmackDown 4. Of course, Negan. I mean, do we have to say anything, really? I mean, I mean, not a very good design. Guys, look, you can shit on the designs if you want in the comments. I will totally accept it. I will not take any shit on any criticism on anything you see here because I'm going to be real. I'm not fully impressed with my creation skills either. I'm going to be honest with you. But try not to talk shit about this one. This is my nephew, Luis, guys. This guy here, man, what can I say about my nephew, Luis? Other than he's just a badass. And the boy is like a fucking just amazing little man. Guys, I mean, little man, fucking, he's like taller than me. And like, man, the kid's got more muscle than I could ever have dreamt of. But yeah, guys, he's my nephew, Luis here, man. I got him representing. He's a huge wrestling fan. Him and his sister debuted in 2K24, man. And I'm going to be real, guys. You will be seeing them forever here on out. Trust me on that. Voice, what the fuck is this? Andy, we met him last season, dude. His name is not Stone Cold, dude. That is a Stone Cold. That is black and blue, rep. All right, well, whatever, dude. Okay, but what is that? That is not that Danhausen, Andy. I mean, there's Danhausen. Okay, Andy, look. Okay, look. There's Danhausen. Okay. And then there's not that Danhausen, Andy. Oh, buddy, what the fuck, dude? You're going to get us so screwed here. I don't think Danhausen's going to appreciate that, buddy. You're going to get us fucking cursed for that. Guys, we are going to get so fucking cursed for that. Give me a minute, guys. Yeah, I got lost. You see, look, buddy. Look what you just did. Not that Danhausen. But guys, you know what? Let's forget about not that Danhausen. Let's talk about this character real quick, okay? This is the character that represents my niece, Nyla, dude. Shout out to Nyla. Love you to death, girly, man. I hope you ever see this stuff. Man, Luis, if you are watching this, man, show Nyla this, dude, because I'm going to be real, buddy. Dude, guys, this character right here, if you have been watching this season, then you will know that that name, Nihilator, right there was fucking earned, dude. Earned, okay? I know my nephew Luis doesn't have like a name, but Luis is a Luis, you know what I mean? Nyla here, though, in real life would never hurt a fly, dude. I swear to God, she would never hurt a fly. She's such a sweet girl. Sass, right? Sass. I mean, it comes with the territory. But dude, on this fucking series, man, that girl right there, murder in the 27 championship. Just go check it out, guys. I'm not going to spoil it. She does win the title, but does she go on a streak? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. She's a badass. That is our character. It represents my niece, Nyla. So, yeah, guys, I'm sorry. We got to give another little look at those two right there because they are very special to me. But let's look at Puddles here. Now, Puddles, guys, is another special one, another cat. My mom, Deb, before she passed away, had this cat still. And we didn't know she still existed because my mom we thought she was going crazy. But one day we went out there to go, clean up the house and, do the last stuff. And there Puddles was. And my sister snatched her up. We brought her home. I don't know how she's doing now. I want to think she's still around because she's a little survivor. But there she is. Speaking of sister stuff. Now, guys, I'm going to be real. Dude, my sister is a badass, dude. Like, I love my sister to death, dude. Proud of her for everything she's ever done, man. It's like, she went through a lot of hardships. She went through a lot of shit, dude, to get to where she went. And, like, her kids, man, like they're amazing. She does amazing, guys. So obviously, Sister Steph, you ever see this, I love you to death, man. You know that. I haven't seen my family for a little while, guys. These things happen, but it doesn't matter. I still represent them here in the game. But my sister Steph is a badass, guys. What else can I say? Black and green. I told my sister, hey Steph, now, guys, I made my sister Steph since SmackDown 4 and my brother, right? And all that. I didn't make my cousins and stuff this time around, but that is my sister Steph's character, guys. Let's move on to this right here. There's a drawing, guys. I in the middle of getting a frame for it because I don't want it to get ruined, so I have it put away. But my niece Nyla drew a picture of me. I asked her one day, "Hey, draw an anime character of me, Nyla. What you think I would look like?" And it doesn't look exactly like this, guys, because I kind of had to finesse it a little bit. But man, it looks amazing. So I told her I would create a character in the game that would represent that drawing somehow. So there is that character, and it's Uncle Andy. But let's talk about Ungoliant. Okay. Ungoliant is someone from Tolkien lore, man. She's a big spider creature. Guys, look it up. It's amazing. Varda and Yavanna also are, from there as well. There's Voice's character, guys. But yeah, let's check out Varda a little bit. Now, Varda and Yavanna are the same, guys, because they are from the Vala. Guys, if I go into that would be such a huge history, but they're pretty much almost sisters, pretty much. So I made them look like twins. But anyway, so then we got Voice. We got Xavier. Now, guys, Xavier is the first dude I ever remember naming in SmackDown 2, other than Loki, right? So he's always been black and blue of some sort. This is probably my favorite rendition of him ever, pretty much. But all right, guys, there's Yavanna. And then that's pretty much it, guys. So in the next part of this video, we're going to have some fun with this, dude. We're going to try to do something else here. But yeah, guys, that was it. I wanted to show you guys the characters this time. Got to give you kind of a story. Sorry if I went into a little bit more of a rant there. But here, let's grab this beanie. But all right, guys. So here's what we're going to do. You met all those characters. I introduced them to you for a reason because you're going to see them in this season. So hopefully if you guys saw a character there and you did like them, they became your favorite, let me know down in the comments which one you liked, man, because I would love to know who you're voting for. I would love to know who you want to win here. And, dude, I do not care who you go for, man. If it's one of my family members, oh, well. If it's not, who cares? Because, guys, that's the whole point of having fun with this thing. So how are we going to do this thing? Now, guys, I could easily just write these matches down, just plug them in the way I want. But we're going to random draw names. Yes, I got boxes down here and all that. But, guys, we are going to do a lot of random drawing here because we're going to set up this whole season in this video. So, guys, try to bear with me here. We're going to try to speed run through this. But as we do this, we're going to have chats. We're going to talk. We're going to get through this thing. But all right, guys. So as far as what's going to happen, as far as, like, the setup, what are we going to do? What's going to happen? So, all right, guys. So the first video that you're going to see, that's going to be after this one. Guys, as of every season, we started off with the Royal Rumble. All right. So, guys, I created only 16 characters for each gender, as you can see there. I didn't create a lot. Now, last game, I created 36 each. I'm going to try to do that in 2K26, but I'm not going to promise that, but I'm at least going to try to do 16 of each for sure. So yeah, we made this one limited. So this season is going to be short, but it's going to start off with a Royal Rumble. However, Andy and Voice, since you guys have seen them, and plus since it's just me and Voice, are going to be excluded from that Royal Rumble. That way there are 15 each. So we can have our 30. So you guys are going to be able to see these wrestlers also compete in the next episode before we get started on the actual, tournaments and all that shit to figure out who's going to be our Raw Material Andy champions of this season, guys. We're going to be getting right into it. There's going to be no filling vacant titles. There's going to be tournaments, getting right into it. So, guys, some of these characters you may only see in one video and they may be gone in the next. So, hey, this is going to be an interesting one. This is what's going to be awesome. So, guys, here's how it's going to work. Like I said, 2K25 did do one thing that I want to point out here that was spectacular, and it was the reason why I bought the game and the reason why you guys even got this whole 2 seasons here of 4 and 5 of 2K25. I hope they continue it in 2K26 with the whole intergender fighting. Yes, males versus females, guys. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have pretty much, here's how it's going to be, guys. We have a Raw Material Andy singles male and female title, right? We have a Raw Material Andy tag team Raw and female championship, and we have a intergender Raw Material, the singles and tag team champions. So yes, all of it is represented right there. So you can already guarantee right there that's going to be how many tournaments already. As far as the other thing that we have been doing here in Raw Material, Andy, that we started here in 2K25 is the whole 24/7 championship. Now let's discuss that a little bit because I've been getting a more some comments about that. Some people have been enjoying that, and of course, some people say, "Andy, really? I mean, this is a gimmick that WWE did." And I love the idea of the 24/7 championship, guys. I love the idea of keeping of a championship like going the whole way through. I really do. I love that idea of having one singular thing. And why 24/7? Because it makes sense. A champion that's 24/7 in every episode. I'm not every because sometimes we skip it once in a while for certain reasons, but this 2K25, we introduced the intergender tag team 24/7 championship. The 24/7 championship is always intergender here on Raw Material Andy. So if there's a male champion, the opponent has to be female, or if it's like a six-man like elimination match, 3 males, 3 females. That's how we do it. So guys, we're gonna have a men's, women's, and all of it. So we're gonna start with the singles tournaments now. We're going to random draw for the males first. So pretty much what's going to happen is every name we draw is going to go into the males. Now, guys, we got like a couple tournaments here. I'm going to write them down. I know this is going to be so like old school or whatever. But, guys, this is how we're going to do it. So pretty much this is how it is. I got this box here. I got all the names already plotted out. We're going to pull out 2 at a time. We're going to put them in their slots. And then that's how we're going to randomly figure out who's going to be in these tournaments. I like doing it this way, guys. I know it's probably dumb or whatever, but I like doing it this way because, like I said, I love the unknown. I could book these matches the way I want or let Voice do it, but Voice does not like that. He loves this. So, guys, this is not my fucking idea. This is your Raw Material Andy owner of it. Andy, are you over there talking shit? No, buddy. No, you're good. No, guys. Shh, guys, I'm going to be real, dude. Dude, this guy. Anyway, so we're going to do Voice's idea here of turning, names. Actually, it's fine. Let's do it. All right, guys. So let's do it. We got 2 male tournaments we have to get to, okay? This is going to be interesting. So as the tournaments go, guys, I think the setup is usually pretty much all of them. So we're going to go from there. We're just going to choose names. Okay, so we got 2 names all ready. We're going to put the box over here, guys, and I'm just going to random draw. All right, so our first people, guys, are going to be the Joker and not Stone Cold. So, all right, now, Voice, I'm gonna need like kind of your help on this thing. Andy, you should do is just turn the camera so we can see the names that you draw. Yeah, guys, check out the Pokemon stuff here, man. That's cool. Yeah, guys, I'll do it this way. That way, you don't have to see my face popping off and all that. And, we can have a little chat and you can see the names that I draw. So here's what we're gonna do, buddy. We'll put them here. We'll do it like this. Okay, and we'll put the names like that. That way we can also see them and everybody can do it. So, all right, guys. So, not Stone Cold. That's all. That's going to be interesting, buddy. Okay. Versus the Joker, man. That's going to be pretty cool. All right, so, guys, here we go. I'm going to try to go through these as fast as I can. All right, buddy. Buddy, you want to... Actually, buddy, how about you draw the names and hand them to me? All right, Andy, here you go. Okay, guys, so the next name is going to be Andy. All right, buddy, put these somewhere because we're going to need them. Andy versus... Oh, my God. Andy, I'm telling you, I told you, CM Punk Knot is going to be the guy that puts you out of this tournament. No fucking Andy, I'm calling it now, dude. You're not making it past episode 1, dude. Oh my God. Okay, guys, Voice might be right here, dude. That is some bullshit, dude. CM Punk Knot, you called that too. No, I called he was going to put you out, Andy, but the fact that like you have to verse him in your first match already makes me feel pretty good about that, little prediction now. All right, guys, let's get the next freaking names out here, guys, and then we will show you what's going on. So, Voice, give me the next 2 names. Did you do that on purpose? No, Andy, I swear to God, I would never do that to you, man. All right, Nephew Luis, and, Voice, you're going to eat it, bro. Oh, boy, Andy. Okay, buddy, well, look, Nephew Luis is going to fucking crush you, dude. Andy, I appreciate your enthusiasm on that because I think you might be right, dude. Oh, man. See, buddy, you talk shit, and now you got to fight Nephew Luis. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I am stoked on that. But, all right, guys, these are the last 2 names. Well, no, we got, a couple to go. But, all right, guys, we got Xavier versus who, man? Andy, what is the chances of that? What, Xavier versus Loki, our first fucking 2 people we ever created? I don't know, buddy. Yeah, but guys, we are random drawing these on the side out of the box. Let's do this thing because we got a couple more names to go, buddy, and then we got the females to do for their singles titles. But all right, guys, here we go. Brother Matt versus Hemlock. I like that. Yeah, that's gonna be a good match right there, Andy. Oh, buddy, that's gonna be the one that starts off the one. All right, guys. So sorry. Yeah, we are writing these down so we can show you what's gonna happen. Sorry if our handwriting really does suck. All right, buddy, give me 2 more names there. Let's get rid of those. But yeah, guys, the Pokemon stuff in the back. We do Pokemon content here on Raw Material Andy. We're at a standstill right now with Pokemon Crystal because my tech wants to be done. But all right, guys, 2 more names here. Midian versus Stein. All right, that's going to be an interesting match right there, buddy. I'm going to be real. Some of these names that are coming out, I'm a little worried here. All right, guys, here we go. Yeah, guys, sorry this is how we do it, but I love it this way because, like I said, it's random. I could throw them in by myself, but all right, buddy, we got 2 more names here, and I don't remember who's in here. Negan versus Dallas. Oh, boy. Okay, Andy. Well, that match there could get very emotional, dude. Yeah, I know, buddy. All right, guys. And the last 2 names for this little male singles tournament here is going to be, let's see here. It's kind of bad that I forget. Uncle Andy versus not that Danhausen. That actually works, man. Oh, my God. Oh man, sorry guys, I dropped the damn phone. That happens. I stepped on the cord. But all right, guys. So not that Danhausen versus what we're gonna put Andy in, or who was it, buddy? Uncle Andy. Okay, I already messed up. All right, guys, and not that Danhausen. Oh my God. All right, guys. So I'm gonna be real. This is looking pretty crazy already for the first tournament. All right, guys. So the one up there, here we go. We'll do it up there. So the one up there. That's going to be the first one you see. Now, guys, I forget if we could put them all in the same tournament. If we can, this is going to be very interesting. I'm pretty sure we can. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, guys, so that's what it's going to be, man. That's going to be the men's singles tournament. So now we're going to go into the female single tournament. And, buddy, put those names back in there because we're going to be drawing them again. Yeah, for the intergender stuff. All right, guys, so you met the females of it all. So let's get going there. We're just going to pull this out, guys, because we have a lot of names to go through and a lot of stuff to draw here. So, wow, Mandy just started off for the women. Okay, buddy, we got to get rid of Negan and all them, bro. They're in the way. Oh, I just messed up and put them in the wrong box. Yeah, good job. Good job, Andy. All right, guys, sorry about that. Let's see here. Okay, so who's Mandy fighting, buddy? Well, what happened there? Erica, right? Does that say Erica? Okay, guys. Oh, that's gonna be fun, dude. Now, guys, some of these characters, we have not introduced yet. So, like I said, we don't know what's gonna happen with this. Buddy, I forget. Buddy, do you happen to remember who we set most of these eyes up at? Oh, okay, guys. Sister Steph here is going to be fighting who? Oh, God, don't say Nyla. Okay, Lilith. Okay, I could do that. Oh, I was worried about Nyla there, buddy. Yeah, Andy, well, let's be real. Steph is going to destroy Lilith, bro. I love your enthusiasm, buddy. Andy, it's not enthusiasm, man. I know it, dude. All right, guys, well, here we go. Let's keep drawing names here. Well, I grabbed 2 here, so let's just grab this one. Oh, okay, Puddles versus Amy. All right, let's do that. That's cool. I like that. Now, buddy, we have a name over here already, so can you just grab it? So that what? Who was it, buddy? Ungoliant. Oh boy, that's gonna be interesting. Buddy, who do you think's gonna fight her? Because she is really good, dude. Well, Andy, we're about to find out. Here we go, buddy. You gonna hand me? Sorry, Andy, I got mixed up there. Oh, buddy, Emily. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. Okay. Sorry, guys. This is a random draw. So, guys, we're going to continue on because we got 8 more names to draw here. So, we're going to grab these 2, get rid of them. Get rid of that. Okay, so, buddy, who is it going to be? Varda versus, what is that? Okay, Claudia. All right, guys, so that's going to be great right there. What was that again, buddy? Varda. Andy, would you pay attention? I am, buddy. I am. Claudia, buddy, yeah, that is going to be a weird match right there. Gonna be a lot of weird matches here. All right, guys, so here we go. Here's going to be the other ones here. It's going to be Beth versus Lily. Okay, that's going to be an interesting. That's kind of funny. Andy, doesn't Beth love Harry Potter? Yeah. Andy, isn't that kind of funny? Yeah, because of Lily Potter. Yeah, whatever, buddy. Andy, I'm just saying that there's a connection there that seems pretty cool. Whatever, dude. All right, guys. No, seriously, yeah. Okay. Well, here's the other 2 names, guys. We got Lucy versus, man, buddy, where's Nyla at? Andy, you already know she's headlining this thing. All right, buddy. Lucy versus Goddess. Buddy, you are right because we have not pulled Nyla yet. Oh, buddy, who's she gonna face? Because I forget who's left. Well, buddy, we are about to find out. So, all right, guys. I already know Nyla Yavanna. Okay, versus Nyla. All right, cool. All right, guys. Sorry, I didn't show you Nyla's name there. My bad. Nyla. Oh man, buddy. All right, guys. So here we go. All right, guys. So here is going to be the women's tournament right there, man. All right, guys. So pretty much the gist of it is that after these tournaments here, we're gonna do an intergender draw here. Yeah, guys, this video is gonna be a little bit longer than I thought, but hey, who cares, guys? I wanted to get into it, but guys, let's move on because now we got that figured out. Okay, guys. So as far as what we're gonna do, with the intergender thing. So, guys, of course, we're going to fill our boxes back up and we're going to pull a name from each box, okay, to go up against each other. So that's how it's going to work. All right, buddy. Actually, Andy, better idea. What? Why don't you put them in piles? All right, buddy. We'll put them in piles and go from there. Actually, no, buddy. We're going to put them in a box. Hopefully the right one. All right, guys. So, yeah, we're going to get this thing going because I'm going to be real. So, this one's going to be fun, guys, because what I like about the intergender aspect, like I said, it's the male versus female thing. So we're going to get that going, and we're going to do that. All right, buddy. So what do you think? Andy, I'm excited for this one. All right, guys. So, yes, the intergender thing is awesome. So we got Erica versus Not That Danhausen. All right, buddy. Yeah, you are right. We are going to try to start separate piles. All right, here we go. Erica versus Not That Dan. Buddy, what the fuck? Andy, I love that Danhausen, okay? So we can't create a Danhausen in here, so we created Not That Danhausen. Andy, I want Danhausen to be in that crate. Oh, what, the crate? And that's going around on the wrestling show right now? All right, guys, the next match for the intergender thing is going to be Yavanna versus Xavier. Oh, buddy, that's going to be interesting. Okay. All right, guys. Now, guys, thank you for being here live or later. If you are sitting through this boring-ass little draw here, just, thank you. All right, Steph versus Not That Stone Cold. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Sister Steph again, huh, buddy? Oh, yeah, dude. Sister Steph's going to own that match, Andy. Oh, I know. You're probably right, buddy. All right, guys. So, yeah, Boyce is pretty good at calling matches sometimes, guys. Like, he really has, like, this really bad nag for it. But all right, guys, yeah, we got tag team action to go through, too. So, guys, we are going to be drawing a lot of names here. But, guys, thank you so much for being here. Seriously. Nyla. Okay, Nyla versus who? Andy, Nyla created pretty much Uncle Andy. And, buddy, that story we just told, oh, man, guys, that's going to be Andy. You already know Nyla's destroying that. Yeah, I know, buddy. All right, guys, so here we go. We got to choose more names here. We got a lot more to go, so let's do it, dude. Okay, we got Lucy versus CM Punk. Not, buddy, CM Punk, not. Andy, I love that guy, okay? You can just calm down. Oh, God. All right, guys. Who was that again, buddy? Lucy's going to destroy him, dude. What do you think, buddy? I hope you're right about that, Andy. All right, guys, so here we go. Man, buddy, I think we may have to make a whole other thing here, buddy. I don't know what happened here. All right, guys, Goddess versus Nephew Luis. Oh, shit, buddy. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. Yeah, sorry, guys. We're writing stuff down and trying to make sure we get it all good here. Because, buddy, you know what? I don't think we made enough spots here, man. All right, guys. So then we got Emily versus Butta Stein. All right, buddy. Yeah, we're gonna have to pull out another sheet here because we kind of messed up. All right, Butta Stein, and then let's draw those, buddy. And then we're gonna have to pull out another piece of paper, buddy, because we are gonna need to write down more. All right, guys, let's see here. Lilith versus Midian. Okay, that works too. We can do that. All right, guys, let's get rid of that. All righty. What was that again, buddy? Midian, huh? All right. Now, guys, this is the first. I didn't realize that I had to make another one, but here's going to be the first page. All right, here we go. I'll let you guys check it out for a little bit, and then we're going to move on because we still got the tag team action to do as well. Which is going to be fun, guys. Now, guys, I may have messed up with the whole lineup of this thing. So, buddy, just pull us out another sheet there, and then we'll just go from there. Hopefully we can find one. Here we go, buddy. Guys, all right, pulling out another piece of paper here, and then we'll be good to go. All right, here we go. All right, guys. Yeah, so we are slowly but surely getting there. Sorry about that. I didn't, maybe we should, buddy. How about we break up the tag team action in another video? Andy, that might be a good idea. All right, guys. Varda versus Hemlock. We're gonna do that. Where did I put the marker at, buddy? Okay. Varda versus Hemlock. All right, and then we need to get, all right, buddy. We still got a whole bunch to do here, buddy. Puddles versus Voice. All right, cool. Puddles versus Voice. Oh, buddy, you're getting destroyed by Puddles. Andy, I love your enthusiasm on that. Oh, no, buddy, I guarantee it. She's gonna murder you, dude. All right, guys, here we go. Dropping markers and stuff. Okay. Here we go. Amy versus Loki. Okay. That's gonna be rough right there. Okay. Amy, Loki. Yeah, guys, sorry about it. Yeah, buddy, I think we're going to do the tag team action in a separate video so we can get started. Yeah, Andy. All right, guys, so here we go. We got Dallas and versus Beth. Oh, that's going to be an interesting one there. Okay. Dallas versus Beth versus. All right, here we go, buddy. All right, buddy, we got a couple more names here, so let's do this. All right, guys. So then we got who is this? Claudia, right? Claudia versus the Joker. Oh, buddy, that's gonna be insane right there. All right, guys. So yes, that is what we're gonna do. We are gonna do the tag team action next because I think I definitely might have to do that because then we could talk about some other things in the next video. So it's gonna be Ungoliant versus Andy. Ungoliant versus Andy. Oh my gosh, she's gonna destroy me, buddy. Oh yeah, Andy. All right, guys. I think we got two more names to draw after this two here, and then we are good to go. So who's it gonna be? Lily versus Negan. Oh god, that's gonna be just slaughter right there. All right, guys. Boom. And then, guys, finally, the last two names. Here we go. It'll be Brother Matt versus Mandy. Yeah, okay, buddy. That's gonna be an interesting one. Oh, I misspelled Mandy wrong. Andy, what the hell? I know, buddy. It's in, hey, look, buddy, it happens. All right, guys. So here we go. I did not realize we were going to have to do a whole other page. I forgot. But all right, guys. So there that is. So, all right, guys. We got this thing started pretty much. We're going to do the tag team action in a next video because we might as well because we don't want to do too much more information on this one. But all right, guys. So, yes. We got it all figured out. We're going to start this thing with the Royal Rumble. So, guys, this is going to be season 5. So, yes, this is going to be the last season of 2K25 that we do here on Raw Material Andy. Unless we revisit it and do like a nostalgia little run of like a match or a Royal Rumble or something and see, what happened. But other than that, guys, man, it's going to be a fun season. Creative guys only. Me and Voice are going to be your ringside announcers. The computers are going to fight. And I hope definitely to see you there. So, yeah, guys, we're going to get started on this thing. As far as when the first episode is going to come out, I'm hoping to get one out, hopefully, by the end of the day. So we'll go from there, guys. But, hey, man, thank you for being here. Welcome to Raw Material Andy, if you happen to be here. Hey, like and subscribe if you want, guys. Spread the word about Raw Material Andy. I would love to have you all here. But, yeah, guys, we are going to do the singles action. And then in the next series update, we will talk about the tag team action. So guys, as far as what's going to happen in the video itself, yes, we are going to have a singles 24/7 championship match, then a 24/7 tag team championship match. That will be throughout all the videos. And then of course we do our bracket matches and then we go on from there. So guys, I hope to see you there because this season 5 begins here, in the next video. So guys, thank you for being here. Protect your kids, spread love and laughter, and I hope to see you in season 5.